For another lesson, women have all the privilege. It don't matter what race or woman you is, but especially if you black, you have all the privilege in the world. You know, you have Black History Month, then you have Woman Appreciation Month, you have Mother's Day, you have all kind of stuff to show these women their appreciation. Men only have like one day and, steak and bee job, whatever. Who's to blame for this? Of course, the men that uphold these traditions and Valentine's Day and all the nonsense in between. But that's neither here nor there. Very rarely, if a man get pulled over, they wouldn't even acknowledge it, that if a man start to cry, they gonna like watch him like he's mentally unstable. But then when a woman start to cry and, turn on the water faucet, then they have sympathy and all kind of nonsense and, whatever you want to insert here. The privilege that they have is ridiculous. And as I stated in a video before, the woman that got pulled over with 5 outstanding shit, and she was there, of course she was of the Caucasian descent, and, they were talking to her like she's a rational human being. But if it were me or you, as the man listening to this, guns would have been drawn and shells would have been flying. They wouldn't have give us no sobriety tests. They wouldn't be talking to us like we humans. So when they talk about, glass ceilings and all this stuff, I'm not saying that it haven't been there. It is there. But again, they don't want to do the jobs that will break them through that glass ceiling. When you look at the oil and backfields, it's men. When you look at the dump truck people, it's men. Construction men. Most occupations that, like they say, blue-collar workers, it's men. And then when women start coming into these professions, they're very masculine. The privilege that they have is, they have all these social, economic programs and affirmative action that give them the benefit of the doubt. Now they're not hiring Caucasian males or any male in general, and these companies hiring all woman staff, woman executives, and then when these companies go down the toilet, then they want to blame it on everything else except the people that they put into power. We don't even need to go into the fact that this SVB bank or whatever it is, and you look at the board of directors, and most of them is women. And one of the women wanted to appropriate billions of dollars to a bunch of stupid causes. But then, when it come to the bank financial standing, you ain't worrying about that though. Right. There was another lady out in London that had this all-woman business, and it went bankrupt in 2 years. I guess they don't really play nice as they say they do. And it's only going to keep getting worse. And the workforce is only going to be dwindled down to the bare essentials. The people that are actually creating value. And as you're starting to see, this is just the breaking of the soil. The sapling coming through the soil. Like an oak tree. Of course, when the oak tree young and is a little sapling, you can tear it up by the roots. And throughout the years, you can do this. But as that oak tree starts to grow more and more, eventually it's going to reach a point where it's towering over you. And you can try with your hands and all you want to pull and push and whatever. That tree ain't moving. And that's how you have to be. You have to be that immovable tree to not let this progressive nonsense take you down the road you don't want to go. They will always have the privilege. But let me tell you a secret, what's even more important. Being a man is the best privilege that was bestowed upon you. You've been taught.